Welcome to the Future Family Network, where every child's melody matters. We help families raise children who lead the future instead of following it. Before we get started, don't forget to like, follow, share this message, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Let's jump in. In our last episode, we talked about the power of labels and how the words spoken over children can quietly become part of their identity. Today, I want to take that conversation one step further. It's not enough to avoid speaking negatively over our children. We must intentionally speak life into them. We are not going to turn this into a religious debate. We'll spend more time talking about faith later in this series and why, as a parent, caregiver, educator, or mentor, faith is important. But whether your faith is rooted in God, in purpose, or simply in believing that every child was created with unique gifts, here's what I know. Children need someone who believes in them before they fully believe in themselves. When we tell children they're no good, when we tell them they'll never amount to anything, when we constantly remind them of everything they're doing wrong, or when we allow labels to define them instead of understanding them, we slowly chip away at how they see themselves. Sometimes we don't even realize we're doing it. Other times, it isn't us. It may be the bully at school, the classmate who excluded them, the teacher who's overwhelmed and unintentionally speaks from frustration, the social media video they should never have watched, the television show constantly reinforcing unhealthy messages, the adult carrying wounds of their own who speaks from pain instead of wisdom. Every one of those voices competes for space inside a child's mind. That's why your voice matters so much, because eventually the voices children hear most often become the voices they repeat to themselves. Think about that for a moment. How many adults are still fighting voices they first heard as children? Voices saying, "You're not smart enough. You're not attractive enough. You're too much. You're not enough. You'll never succeed." Many of us are still unlearning those messages decades later. Now imagine the opposite. Imagine a child hearing every day, "I'm proud of you. I believe in you. You're growing. You're learning. You can figure this out. You were created for a purpose. Your mistakes don't define you." Those words become seeds too. The question is, which seeds are we planting? Because whatever we consistently plant is eventually what grows. That doesn't mean we ignore correction. Children absolutely need boundaries. They need discipline. They need accountability. But correction should never cause children to question whether they're valuable. We correct behavior. We protect identity. There's a tremendous difference. One says, "You made a poor decision." The other says, "You are a poor person." One produces growth, the other often produces shame. As parents, caregivers, educators, mentors, grandparents, coaches, and community leaders, we have tremendous influence. Our voices can become anchors during seasons when children begin questioning themselves, especially today. Children growing up in the age of artificial intelligence, automation, and social media face pressures previous generations never experienced. Comparison happens every day. Validation is measured through likes and followers. Algorithms constantly compete for attention. That's why children need voices louder than the culture, voices reminding them who they are, voices reminding them what matters, voices reminding them they don't have to become someone else to be valuable. Eventually, something beautiful begins to happen. The parent's voice becomes the child's voice. The mentor's encouragement becomes the child's confidence. The affirmation spoken from the outside becomes the belief growing on the inside. That's what we're after, not dependence, empowerment, because one day our children will stand on their own. When that day comes, we want them carrying truth, not fear, confidence, not comparison, purpose, not confusion. In our next episode, we'll talk about one of the greatest challenges facing families today: social media, outside validation, and why children must learn that the most important voice they'll ever hear is their own. Before we close, I'd love to hear from you. What's one affirmation you intentionally speak over the children in your life? Share it in the comments. Your words may become the encouragement another family begins using in their own home. Thanks for rocking with us. If this encouraged, inspired, or made you smile, be sure to like this video, follow, subscribe to our channel, and share this message with someone who loves helping children thrive. If you'd like more practical ideas to help your child discover their unique gifts, build confidence, and thrive in today's world, download our free Protect Their Song Starter Guide.